Hello, peace and blessings. We are back, and it is my fault that this has happened. Let me just get what's your name, Jonathan, back in here. Uh,
Yes.
Good, y'all. I would like to send my hugest apologies yet again. Thank you for making it back on in, Dustin. Thank you, appreciate you. Um, okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's all my fault.
It's all right. We back.
We are, and back pretty quickly, right? I did
Yes,
that.
absolutely. Record
Hey,
time.
hey, Bianca, you still have Tuesday on there. Go ahead.
All right. So as I was saying, before we
I heard it before uh uh we were
disconnected.
interrupted.
Okay,
Uh
that sounds a lot better. Interrupted. Yes.
interrupted. Dustin, don't worry. I don't know what happened. Well, I know exactly what happened. Don't worry. Dustin said wait, hold on. Dustin said, I don't know what happened, Dustin. Don't worry, we know exactly what happened. I pressed the end button and it ended. Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Yeah, do what it was supposed to do.
yeah,
Okay.
as it should.
Okay.
Bianca says,
Yes.
"Lord," and she, laughing at herself, and she let me start over because she still has the Tuesday in there. Okay, I hope everybody can find us just fine. I know they will because they have you subscribed to, so they'll get right back on you. Okay, I'm gonna stop now.
It's okay, but yes, the CEO of Chipotle has taken over the CEO chair of Starbucks because apparently Starbucks is losing a little bit of business because they have a little bit of competition out here. I'm not exactly sure what that competition is, but apparently people are
That's not the
feeling like,
case.
oh, what is the case?
The case is all the things that's been happening with Starbucks and the issues that they have been having as far as not having issues with not being able to have like pride flags up, and of course people
Oh,
because of that, and then um the big issue with Israel and Palestine. Unfortunately, Starbucks took a side. I'm not saying that there's a right or wrong side, but it was the side that the popular side was not liking. So people stopped buying Starbucks for a while.
wow.
And that started the descent because, ever since Starbucks got on the stock market, they were rising. They never took a dip until they started doing that.
Wow.
And of course, the treatment of their workers, people getting fired just cause, as well.
Mm.
And on top of that, people uh people not happy with pay and things of that nature, striking and stuff. So a lot of people have left and stopped using their services.
Wow.
Robin says on the last video that we had, she said that just tells me that he is complimenting MVP and lusting after her to boot. Mm, mm,
And I was talking about Donald Trump and him saying that
yes.
Kamala looked like Melania. Yeah.
Okay. And she also says Donald is getting up there. Maybe his eyesight is failing. And Bianca also said, I just pulled the pics and they look nothing alike. And I totally agree. I was really looking at it real hard. It is a really nice picture that the Times put up, but
Hmm.
yeah, no. And Bianca says, now we in there. She put it in there right. Thank you, Bianca.
Yes.
You're amazing. Justin says, we're having severe. Oh, okay. Okay. He thought that it might have been him. No, 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 no. That was
Okay.
on us. I turned off the live, y'all. It was me, y'all. It was an accident. But be safe, Dustin. Just as Kim says, be safe.
Yes.
It is certainly summer storm season out there in these streets. And Bianca says, well, their symbol is a siren. Oh gosh.
Yeah, that is it. And yes, it was raining like I think 4 days out of the week last week, and I was like, "What is going on with all this rain?" But then I had to remember it is summertime, and it's supposed to
Summertime.
rain a lot in the summer. Giving
Summertime.
and the living's
Oh no, I
easy.
was thinking Will Smith.
Summertime. Yes.
That's one of
Um,
those many summers we spent in the house, and I
yes.
was watching that music video every day.
Wow. Wow.
That's when the music videos came on like the radio.
You know that dude on Instagram that did voguing that vogued as Medea? He's like real popular. He actually did
Nene,
yes, he actually did an interview with Will Smith. I saw that on Instagram earlier today.
I saw that they
Um,
met. How was it?
it was very good. Like I enjoyed it. You know, Will being himself, his jovial Libra self. You know what I'm saying? He did great. He comes off as very relatable.
It's so difficult
A
for me
whole
to
lot.
see him that way though. I just be like, I hope he happy.
I don't know how to feel about Will Smith at this moment. Of course, I support him because he's great at what he does. He's amazing at what he does. His credentials say it all. His box office says it all, honey. Okay. So yes, but I feel the same as you. I just hope that he's happy. Um,
Yeah.
we have to
Even
give
if
up.
it means him being out and about doing whatever he want out and about in the town in the streets,
Right.
you know, I hope joy is his portion.
Yes, absolutely. Want to give our condolences to the creator of famous Amos cookies. Unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 88. So, shout out to him for setting the standard for these chocolate chip cookies out here, honey.
Okay?
Um, making that dollar bill. So, shout out to him and condolences to him and his family. Janet Jackson was on an interview earlier this week, and she revealed three family members that we may not have known that she was related to. The first was Tracy Chapman. I was not familiar necessarily with who Tracy Chapman is, but the picture has her playing a guitar, so she's clearly a singer. So apparently that's her cousin. Stevie Wonder is their cousin. Now I'd heard that a couple of years ago.
Mm.
I had heard that a little while ago, and also Samuel L. Jackson is their cousin as well. So it's interesting to see that these famous people are actually related. That's interesting to see.
Some good
I'm
genes.
Yes, good genes, musical genes, honey. So Tyrese was singing the national anthem at the
Oh,
game
child.
for the Rams and the Cowboys. It seems like people were thinking he was dressing up as Marvin Gaye because he had the beard, he had the hair, and he had the little Scully cap on, and he did it. To be honest, he looks a little bit like Luke James to me in this picture. But I don't recognize him at all in this picture. I really don't. So I guess his bald head and his no facial hair is really something that makes him stand out because he just looks different here. What did you think when you saw that, Jennifer? I heard your reaction when I brought it up.
No.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Look, I do believe he was trying to do the whole Marvin Gaye thing, and especially, did you hear his rendition of the
I heard the tail
Star
end
Spangled
of it.
Banner?
I heard the tail end of it.
It's like Marvin Gaye's original Star Spangled Banner. So
Did he have
yes,
a
that's
backing
what he was
track?
doing. I don't know.
Okay,
No, he didn't do it um with no music.
okay.
I'm sorry. I personally believe the only people that need to be doing the Marvin Gaye Star Spangled Banner because it's so unique, it's so niche, it was so a time.
Yeah,
It just needs to be Marvin Gaye.
yeah.
I was over it. I know he may want to play him in the movie or something like that. Maybe
No, he
that's
wants
what
to
he's.
play Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh, okay, he could do Teddy Pendergrass, but
He
still,
can
it's
do
like
Teddy Pendergrass. Yes,
you
he can.
know, I don't know what. Maybe he's bored. Who knows? But he should have just came as Tyrese. They asked for Tyrese, and he should have blessed us with Tyrese because that would have been a blessing.
Right. And I'm surprised that there was a game this early because I know preseason hasn't even started yet. So
It
I don't even know.
has.
Oh, it has?
Yeah. Tyrone said they already been playing since like 2 weeks ago.
What? That shows you how
Yeah.
much I've been paying attention to football. These last
You
couple of
ain't.
years, I have been so off with watching football. I used to watch religiously from my freshman year of high school, mainly because
Mm.
of the men's. You know what I'm saying, looking on the sidelines. Okay, but yeah. So that was interesting to say the
The only
least.
reason why I would have known, the only reason why I knew is because Tyrone was watching the game. I'm like,
Okay.
okay, I didn't know, didn't know.
So up to 5 people have been arrested in connection with the passing of Matthew Perry. For those who do not remember, sometime last year, Matthew Perry passed away due to an overdose. I can't remember exactly what the actual medication was that he overdosed on, but two doctors,
Ketamine.
ketamine. Thank you so much for that, ketamine. He
Thank you,
um,
TikTok.
passed away from an overdose of ketamine. Two doctors who prescribed the ketamine to him were arrested. His personal assistant was arrested for injecting him with the ketamine. Apparently, it was the liquid ketamine that he was injected with, as well as a well-known drug dealer was arrested in connection. So hopefully, justice will be served in those cases. Jennifer, any reaction to those arrests?
For me, um, for some reason, I'm not too surprised
Hmm.
because when it comes to stuff out there, a lot of crazy things happen. So to see that that is the story that 4 people are about to be on the hook for his death,
Hmm.
I say thank God that they at least looked into it. And there was actually a psychic that said that there's more to,
Wow.
well, yeah, a medium basically, him speaking through to her. And she said there's people like he did not drown. They're saying that he drowned, while he was like, no, no, it was the ketamine that killed me, not
Yeah.
being drowned. Um, and let me look. Miss Kim says Jada's not happy. She said he's out here acting single.
Yeah. He apparently has befriended Johnny Depp, and apparently they're doing a lot of hanging out these days. And yes, Jada did say he's acting single. Well, somebody else was acting single a little bit earlier in the marriage as well. So
That's what I'm saying. These are my problems. It's difficult to care. It makes it difficult for
I
me
showed
to
them.
care, especially when you're in a space of reaping what you've been sowing for so long. And this is what happens. And I'm trying to figure out like why she's so concerned and bewildered because I really was under the impression that this was their situation. This is the thing that they said that they're going to be doing, being open and enjoying life and stuff like that. That woman don't love that man. Not like
No,
that.
clearly not.
Cause she would be reciprocating everything that at least we could see
Hmm.
that he had for her. So yeah, it's difficult to care. I hope he is living it all the way UP honey up.
Okay.
It's not like they need to stay together for the kids. The kids grown, okay?
For
They
what?
they already seen it, okay? They already seen the foolishness, okay?
Okay. They
Um,
know.
Bianca said, I saw that and was heartbroken. Oh. Um, Bianca says, I saw the interview too. I was shocked, but Samuel, but I love it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Miss Kim says, I love those cookies. Haven't had them in 2 years because of my braces. Rest in peace, Mr. Amos. Amen.
Yes.
God bless them because them cookies have been on point for a very long time. Um, Miss Kim says, I knew the Jacksons were related to Stevie, but not Samuel. And Dustin says the Ringer football season begins on September 5th. The
Oh,
regular
the
okay.
regular season. Okay.
Hmm. But yeah, it's up and going. Ketamine. He had it right. Yeah, Dustin. Put it in there,
It was the
ketamine.
ketamine. All right. So, U.S. gymnast Jordan Childs, she won the bronze medal in the floor routine in the Olympics last week. And the reason why is because her coach contested a deduction in her score. And they're claiming, the USA is claiming that he made he contested it within 1 minute. Apparently, there's a rule that you have to contest any scores within 1 minute of the score being released. However, some other sources are saying that they waited 4 minutes to contest the score. So, whomever is over making these decisions, I don't know exactly what entity that is, but they have stripped Miss Childs of her bronze medal and plan to give it to the Norwegian gymnast who apparently would have been in her place.
You sure it's
Um,
Norwegian?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I think it was. I'm not sure. I think it was she was Norwegian. I can't necessarily remember, but um, Ms. Childs has come out and said that they're going to do their best to contest this. But in the wake of that happening, Flavor Flav actually got her a bronze clock. He actually got her a bronze clock.
Now I know he said he was gonna do it. Did he get it to her?
I'm pretty sure he gave it to her. I see the picture of the clock here. So I don't know if he took that picture
Now
before he sent it.
the clock that is you're looking at the shade room.
Yes.
What does it say on there? Like I think it says that. Hold on. I don't think they gave it just. Think he gave it just yet though.
What does the title say? Man of his
Hmm.
word. Flavor Flav creates custom bronze
So
clock
that is
for.
the one.
Hmm.
Okay.
And it looks like a clock too. It looks like a medal, but you can see the little hand and the big hand headed straight up to 12. So it is technically a clock, yes.
And the person was Romanian. It was a Romanian.
Romanian. Okay, thank you for that correction. Romanian. And so, um, yes, USA Gymnastics say that they are submitting a letter and video evidence showing request to file
Mhm.
an inquiry was within 1 minute deadline as they work to get Jordan Child's medal and restore and to get her medal back for her. So,
Well, let me give you the update to that. They did send out that letter that
okay.
basically showed and video evidence to prove that they did make their appeal in the allotted time to do that.
Hmm.
Um, but they rejected the information. Okay.
Gotcha.
Now let's go even deeper, Jonathan.
Let's.
The head of the I think CAS basic or the area that does the gymnastics federation or
Mhm.
whatever is a Romanian judge.
No wonder.
Hmm,
No wonder.
hmm.
Child.
So not only the whole thing is going to be looked into, but also that particular judge is being looked into as well for, favoritism. They're saying that he should have recused himself from this process, but apparently did not.
Wow. Okay. Jennifer, if you could cue up that video for me, if you would.
Oh Lord, I totally
Um,
forgot about that.
yeah, it's okay. It's going to be our last topic because we got 8 minutes to go. All right. So, Kirk Franklin was being interviewed by Cam Newton. We all know that.
Oh, wow.
What?
I just need to say, I really love Kirk Franklin and him being able to show the world that not every Christian is the same.
Agreed, agreed. And you know what's so amazing is that maybe about 10 to 15 years ago, Kirk Franklin was on an interview with the Breakfast Club, and he said that he wanted to reach out to gay men and bring them to his home and let them see what a heterosexual relationship looks like because he wants to help the gays out, and so he seemed he was misinformed back then, but apparently now his mind has been renewed. He hasn't said anything definitively concerning the LGBTQIA plus community specifically, but it's clear that he has educated himself. And I'm
And
so
it
happy
feels
to
like
see
it's more
that.
like he's being educated or he's looking for the education that he needs.
Yes.
Um, and yeah, because I don't think the anger. was always based upon his sexuality. I believe Keon put that on himself. I think
Wait,
the
who?
anger, his son,
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think he put that kind of anger, or excuse me, he expressed that to him or said, "Hey, this is the reason why you can't stand me. It's because of this about me."
Yeah.
But it was a lot of deep-seated stuff that goes on with them. "Hey, which video you want me to pull up?"
It should be the last video that I posted in the chat.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I don't know if you saw it, but he was talking about the westernized Christianity,
Mhm.
um, and
I
how they've
absolutely saw it, and
yeah,
I am very much so in agreeance. Hold please, and I feel like I need to watch the whole interview because,
it was probably
um,
really good. It seemed like it was a really good one.
yeah, like the stories that he told he told a story about his mother, the reason why he doesn't talk to her no more.
Wow, and I can understand. I saw that Father's Day thing, um, and the relationship with his son that he tried to fix during that as well. It was
And,
just
they're still in the better place
wonderful. That's amazing. That's so good to hear. That is so good to
because there's a
hear.
lot of healing that needs to be done on both sides,
Right.
and you can't try to come together while I'm still looking for healing.
Yeah. Right.
So, Bianca said, "I love that about Flavor Flav. He had this debate before. I support Flavor Flav because he supports us.
Yes.
That is for true." And Bianca did say, "I need to watch this interview." I do agree. I feel like I'm going to have to do the same just to watch the whole thing.
Right.
Um, but yeah, Kirk Franklin, he certainly is very much so a man of God, but he refuses to let church or religion um keep him from being a human being.
And cloud his judgment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is why I feel like he's so connected to the Lord in the way that he is. I think it's just amazing.
Absolutely.
But you wanted to watch it right now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
hold
I
please.
did.
Any woman listening to this can attest in our culture. Don't be no 30, 35-year-old single black woman and go to the family reunion. All the older women are going to do them. They're going to look at you and wonder why you not married.
Where your man at? Where your kids at?
Like it's a prerequisite for identity and value that if you don't have a man, if you don't have kids, that something about you is broken. Do
Mhm.
you understand how dysfunctional these messages are?
Yeah.
And how we super spiritualize these messages. Paul said, but marriage is a necessary distraction. I have many friends that were in ministry at church, and the church has told them, if you're going to be in ministry, you can't be single. We're not going to let you work with the youth ministry if you're single. You can't do this. I believe that marriage crucify people when those same marriages don't single. And so what people do, they quickly get married thinking that they're fulfilling God's will for their lives, but they are fulfilling man's dogma. You can be single and be used by God. You can be single and have purpose. Being married is not a prerequisite for God's hand on your life. It is not, but we've weaponized it. And then crucify people. Where my camera at?
Right
And
there.
then crucify people.
Oh wait, and that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Could you start it from the very beginning? Because he said something that I liked at the very beginning of that video.
Single. I believe that marriage has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Giving has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Sexuality has been weaponized. For example, any woman listening to this can attest in our culture.
And you can go ahead and stop
Don't
it
be
right
no
there. I was so elated to hear this from Kirk Franklin. I'm so amazed by his boldness. I'm so amazed by his bravery to speak so freely
And being
about
who he
his,
is.
and yes, and being who he is and not being afraid of any backlash. He said it so openly and so freely, in a in a setting that wasn't under the roof of the church. he was able to speak so freely about the church in this way. And the bravery of him to say that not only marriage, not only giving, but also sexuality has been weaponized in the church. And we all know, we all know how the Black church is. And that's pretty much what he was talking about, the Black church. You know, if you go to, you know, if you go to a cookout and you got that 30 or 40-year-old family member who's still single, the first thing that's going to come to their mind is, are they gay, or are they, do they have something wrong with them? What's going on with that over there? Why they ain't got no kids? Especially when it comes to men. When you see a man that is in his 30s or 40s and he ain't got no kids, obviously somebody's not saying obviously, but somebody's going to say, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? And we have to stop doing that. We have to stop having these expectations of everyone across the board having the same kind of life that we're used to seeing or we're used to having. Everybody is an individual and everybody has to be authentically themselves. And some people don't want kids, me included. Okay. Some people don't want to get married. Some people don't want to be in a relationship. Some people just want to be single. Some people just want to have their freedom. So I'm so glad that Kirk Franklin was able to speak so freely about the way that Christianity has weaponized life in general, and the way that you conduct your life and the way that you operate in your life. Jennifer, what was your reaction to seeing and hearing this?
I certainly saw this earlier in the week, and it's just another level of amazeness. I guess that's a new word for you guys.
Amazement.
Ama- Amazement. That'll do. Thank you, brother. That I have with Kirk Franklin, because this is not his first time that he has said something so clear, and it's like, no shade to anybody or anyone, but when Todd Tribbett tried to say what he said about, some of the systems and stuff in the church is whack.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
church is black. Yeah,
he hasn't he didn't come off as clearly as he needed to be,
right.
in my opinion. Just saying whack is not truly explaining everything, because that's only speaking to the people that's in the church. The people that's in the church would be able to understand what he's saying. But the way that Kirk Franklin explained what he said is like, we know how it is, and he gave full explanation of how it's looked at in the church, and the
Mhm.
thought process in the church, so other people outside of the church can understand. Not everybody's grown up in church. We have to also realize that as well. um
Exactly.
and another thing that I loved about it is just like you said, being able to hear him say, the weaponization of the marriage, which is certainly true. Pastors and stuff getting married just to be seen as somebody that is okay to be in the position. And sexuality, people getting married to women that don't need to be married to women. Um,
Hmm.
like situationships, a gay woman and a gay man get together just to get along so that they can enjoy themselves outside of that relationship. There's so
Right.
many different things, and the only reason why it's happening is because of
The
the
dogma,
the
as
dogma
Kirk
and the
Franklin said.
religious standards
Hmm.
that people are putting on everyone. So I love how he said those things with his whole chest,
Hmm.
and giving all of us an opportunity to really talk about that, consider and think about that. Now, one thing, I try my best not to go into the chats real too much, or the comments too much with stuff like that.
Um,
But it's like all you can see is this lost people that just can't see what that man is talking about, but will still go to his concert because his music good.
well, it is what it is. You can't expect for all of his fans to have his same train of thought, because you have to
Oh, of
look at
course not.
who his audience is. His
Yeah.
audience is the Black church, and we know how the Black church tends to think, or where they tend to lean, and so it's to be expected. We got any last comments before we get out of here, Genesita?
We about to go. Okay. Um.
Well, it is 10:33.
Oh, I was looking at the time because it said it's only been 30 minutes, and it's like it
Yeah,
was because it was my fault that I cut off the last live
at the 30-minute mark.
at the 30 minute.
I'm just giving you
The
context.
facts,
Just giving you
what's
context.
needed to
Yeah.
put things together in my head.
Yes. So it all makes sense. Okay. That's what the anointing does. Okay. It brings things together.
It brings things together.
Okay. Am I right?
Yeah. Oh, amen. Okay. Ciao. Oh, Robin says, "Oh, y'all back? Yeah, we came back immediately just to make sure yeah, it was my fault." Miss Kim says, "He's speaking facts. Stop asking me. Stop asking why I'm single. My standards are high, and I ain't lowering them just to say I got a man."
Say that, Miss Kim. Say that, honey. Okay, I got high standards. That's why I ain't with every Tom, Dick, and Harry out here on these streets.
And let me tell you something, Miss Kim. You know what? I'm gonna just send you a message of text. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna spread your business out there.
Right. And typically when you have standards, you tend not to be as disappointed so often as you would be if you didn't have standards.
Agreed. Bianca says agreed. And my thing is, why does it bother you how someone else lives their life? I am confusion.
Yeah.
What is the benefit to the negativity is my
Right.
question. And you know, I love the way you put that, Bianca, because let's be real. Let's be real. Some people don't even realize that what they're thinking is just pure negativity. They just think they're right.
Right. And that's
Or
that's
that's what things should
exactly
be.
what they want to do. They just want to prove that they are right. That's the reason why people have so much negativity because they want to write what they think in their mind is you're wrong.
Exactly. And but these are the same people that can't live up to those same standards that they give to everybody else because they're
Right.
sitting in the house with their mama and trying to put their thought process on other people,
Hmm.
saying that my standard is what you need to be living by when you can't even live by it.
Right.
Miss Kim says my husband is 15 years late, but I'm holding on. And she
Okay. Keep on holding, Miss Kim. I'm holding on too, honey.
we,
Okay.
we can hold on together. But
Together. Yes.
mm, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna talk to you on I'm a hush. And I'm gonna send you this text message like I told you I'm gonna do. Moving forward, I am the light of the Leo. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, but mainly you just need to go ahead and follow me on TikTok because that's where I bees for real. So if you want to hit me up and all that good stuff, hit me up there. And also I have my YouTube channel. I come here every Monday at 9 p.m. just to have a good talk, just to really kind of let our hair down on a Monday. Um, and also, please join us every single Saturday at 10-ish a.m. for Faithful Warrior Ministries. Join us. You will enjoy yourself. We pray, we uplift each other. It's amazing. So join us for Faithful Warrior Ministries.
All right, you guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $Jonathan Lee 07. That's JONATHANLEE 07. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. I have to give a huge, big birthday shout out to one of my Philly boos, Dennis Jones.
Woo!
I love you, Dennis. I love you, Dennis. And I hope that your birthday is everything you want it to be and more. I haven't seen you in so many years. I think it's been like at least 5 years, maybe 4. When did we go to Philly in 2019? Yeah, so it's probably
Yeah,
been
because it was before COVID, for sure.
yeah. So it's been 5 years since I've seen you, Dennis. I love you. I love seeing you doing your thing on Instagram and Snapchat. You always bring a smile to my face. I love you. And our pictures are some of my favorite pictures on Instagram. Okay, so love you, Dennis. Hope you enjoy your special day. Love you, love you, love you. You join us next week, y'all. Same time, same place, same beautiful faces. And we'll see y'all next week. Have a wonderful day, an amazing weekend. Bye, y'all.
Bye. right. Let me stop waving and turn this thing off. I did it so well before.